Welcome to Virtual Concerto's live programs. Thank you for joining us today. Our channel is dedicated to bringing live performances and events from international artists, orchestras, and stages to the audiences around the globe. I am Krisztian Palagyi and I will be your host today. Today we are presenting the third session of the Gala Auditions. Musicians are auditioning for an opportunity to perform at the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall, in Gala concerts in New York City, and in color orchestra season performing as featured soloists with orchestras worldwide. But now let's peek inside Carnegie Hall and take a quick look at the Sound Espressivo galas. Auditions from many countries are seeking guidance and support from the judges through live comments, which you will hear after each performance today. But first, let's have a quick look how Sound Espressivo started.
No matter where you are or who you are, music connects us all. We started with a dream, but now we are paving the future. Welcome to the Sound Espressivo Global Competition. Fully virtual, yet bringing musicians closer together than ever before, now on a global scale. True live, inclusivity, diversity, connection, community, an extraordinary array of judges. Get noticed by companies all over the world. Prizes, scholarships, performance opportunities. Apply to be a part of the most exciting congregation of artists like nothing you've ever seen before. We guarantee quality and leave no musician behind. We can't wait to hear you on the virtual stage.
The Carnegie Gala and the Call Orchestra Worldwide Auditions are organized by Artist Ventures, Sound Espressivo and Virtual Concert Halls in collaboration with Prize Attraction, Vocal Arts Management and Cintura-Gerolin Music and Arts. Virtual Concert Halls is an internet TV broadcaster providing artists with a virtual stage and ability to reach audiences beyond the walls to conventional concert halls. Artist Venture organize events, tours all over the world. Vocal Arts Management focus on casting singers for opera. Cintura-Gerolin Music and Arts is a boutique publisher in Switzerland and Italy, and the Sound Espressivo combines the competition and live performance experience. The goal of these auditions is to encourage, nurture, and reward musicians who are proactive about sharing their art and developing their careers. Sound Espressivo provides opportunities for musicians to discover their unique artistic voice, take initiative, present themselves on their own terms, and carve out their own career path. There are no restrictions to how many auditions people can take, and there are opportunities to every stage and development and every aspiration. And now let's invite the members of the jury to join us in the broadcast studio. The first gonna be today Ani Umedyan, a violin player, who is a versatile Armenian violinist based in Singapore. A graduate of the Yerevan State Conservatory, she has performed across Europe, Australia, the Middle East, and Asia. Collaboration with renowned musicians such as Philip Graffin, Levon Chiligrin, and Andrea Bocelli. Ani co-founded the Armenian Heritage Ensemble and regularly performs with her longtime piano partner, Ksenia Vokimanina, exploring rare works for piano and violin and piano. Alongside her vibrant performing career, Ani is a dedicated teacher, a mosaic artist, and an active volunteer with the Armenian Church in Singapore. The next one is our resident judge, Giacomo Franci, who is an Italian pianist, conductor, and artistic director of the New York Chamber Players, which he founded in 2004, born in Tuscany and now based in New York City. He's internationally recognized as one of the leading interpreters of Aaron Copland's music. His acclaimed recordings include the complete piano works by Aaron Copland and the complete piano works by Igor Stravinsky, both praise of their artistry and originality. Giacomo Franci made his Carnegie Hall debut in 1998 and has been compared by critics to Glenn Gould and Arturo Benedetti Michelangelo. Alongside his performing career, he teaches at the Tribeca Music Studio in New York. Welcome, Ani and Giacomo. Hello.
Hi.
How are you today? Are you excited?
Pretty much,
Yes.
yes.
Pretty much. Ani, this is your first time judging in our auditions, right?
Yes, thank you so much for including me on board onto this nice musical adventure. And I'm very excited to hear some new talents. Let's see what they will put on table tonight.
Let's see what is the menu. Yeah, let's see. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you that you are with us. And Giacomo, nice to see
And
you
remember,
again.
Krisztian, that look, so if there are some Italian listening, Michelangelo, no
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. Yeah.
We're gonna have something. Michelangelo, and we have also today also Astor Piazzolla, who is like, I think he's like half Italian, like Argentine from Argentina.
Piazzolla was from a Italian family, immigrants.
Exactly,
to
but born
Argentina.
in Argentina, right? Okay, but just so we're gonna play Michelangelo 70. So we have something with Michelangelo's today.
Michelangelo, yes.
And you wanted to say something?
No.
Okay. Okay, so if you guys are ready to start, then I would say that because we have already in the studio Allison Lee, who's going to be our first performer, a violin player, is going to play the Bruch Violin Concerto number 1, just the first movement. Welcome, Allison, on the stage, and good luck. to know. Thank you so much, Allison Lee. Thank you so much for your performing. Could you please, maybe, if you want to tell us where you're playing from and your name of the teacher, maybe, and how old are you, if you want?
Okay, so I'm playing from Loudoun County, Virginia, and my teacher is Olga Krulich, and I'm 14 years old this year.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we are a little bit more about you. I would say let's start with Ani, who's definitely a violinist, but I think also Giacomo. It can be that you play also violin or just piano you're playing. Giacomo, or you play also violin a little bit or not?
What? I didn't understand your question.
If you play also violin or not?
Well, I'm conductor, so I'm very
You play a little
familiar
bit everything.
with violins. No, I just started learning. It's 2 years that I studied violin, but it's not.
You still not play?
Yeah, I mean, I play, but it's not.
I remember something. You told something.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's start. Ani, she's now the new one also, and she's done.
Okay, sure.
Your feedbacks, please, Ani.
Hi, thank you for beautiful music. You just made it for us. Actually, I was impressed very much with your technique. I think you tackled all these running notes, passages, and double notes fine. But I would just ask you to work more on a fine tuning for the intonation. And obviously, I would really like you to play one day with the orchestra, so that you will have this beautiful inspiration in your heart on making beautiful music with the orchestra. I would just encourage you to go through the score and listen to the orchestral version with the score to understand which instruments you can click well in order to make your musical phrases more outstanding. Because there are some places which, like, you are definitely connected with some musical instrument with the orchestra, and it will help you to imitate for example, this, or like oboe voice or flute voice, in creating your musical phrases. And of course, I would like you to play the whole concerto one day. Are you exploring the second and third movements as well?
I think so. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
And how about the cadenza?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Did you look at the cadenza part?
Cadenza, I think a little bit, but I didn't really practice it too much yet. I just looked at it a little bit.
I think that will be a little bit challenging, right?
Yeah, it will be more challenging, definitely.
Yeah. I wish you to explore it, because it will be good to have the whole piece in your hands.
Yeah.
Who knows, maybe one day you will play with the orchestra and you will have the fullest fun. Yeah. So therefore, like, thank you for this performance. I wish you the best, and I wish you really to play with the orchestra one day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback.
Thank you so much, Ani. Let's go with Giacomo about your thoughts, about your feedback, please.
Sure. Allison, I feel in your playing that you have like a fire inside. That's a very good. Beside the music, it's already fiery, but it's also you have something inside that is urgent, and that's what real artists have, I think. About your playing, I think there is some work on the technical level that, but you are very young, so it's not a big problem for you. I'm agreeing with Ani that there's been some intonation problem, and then, I mean, besides, the piece is very difficult, so I'm thinking also about the clarity of passages, fast passages. They were like on little bit chopped. It's kind of normal. You have this desire of communicate, and that's very important. then there is the refinement of the sound as well. Well, some thought about the sound, that the sound should be harsh, but I think that the piece is not a dodecaphonic piece. I mean, it's more like on the romantic side. So still the sound, if it can be a little rounder, I know it's not easy to find a round sound on a few strings there in the high pitch and stuff, but yeah, there is some work to do with your teacher besides intonation, also the clarity and the quality of sound.
Okay.
But the soul is there, is behind that. So go on, because you have certainly a very good talent in playing violin. Brava.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Giacomo. Allison, do you have any question? Because this is your chance to have some live feedback, of course, or some anything if you want about the.
I thank you guys again for your feedback. I really appreciate it. But I think I'm okay for now. Thank you so much, though.
Okay. Okay. No. I think.
May I just add one more thing? I think more like a wish. Yeah. Could you please pay attention more onto the pianos? Because, like, everybody can play forte, but to achieve a beautiful sound and a quality sound with the pianos, it's very difficult. And I wish you to as a feedback to the teacher, maybe the teacher will help you out to start this journey in exploring more to the finest sound, and phrasings will be more refined. Also, I would encourage you to listen to more performers and to find to listen to their interpretations and to find your own voice. You see, because technique-wise, everybody can play, but what's the outstanding point that stands you higher than others? Your interpretation. Because everybody can play beautiful, everybody can play in tune, everybody can play beautiful phrasing, musicality, good quality sound and such, but eventually what stands out? Your interpretation. Because this is a very well performed piece, and you definitely need to bring on something from your side, something new, which I want to see in you, in your playing, you see? Yeah? So something to think about all this, to talk over with your teacher and to think about yourself as well.
Annie, did you play this concerto also by yourself?
Unfortunately not, but I taught this concerto to my students. Okay. Yeah, so I kind of know from the teacher's perspective.
Okay, so the
but
scores
of course, every piece that we teach, we also, if I didn't play myself, I look into the score a lot. Oh. I practice myself, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Allison, I just wanted to tell you, and also for everybody who is watching, for the next performer also, we know that it's a little bit stressful. Now is everything live, you maybe you don't remember and something that to ask. You can always write an email, and I'm sure that our judges, if they have a little bit time, they can also answer for your question if you just remember. Like we never know after 2 days, I have something about this phrase or just about the whole performance. And I think Giacomo and Annie also they will do that, I'm sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Allison. So we will move on then, and we have to go now with the pre-recorded videos because the duo Cintura-Gerolin, the next ones, they cannot be with us today. So actually, we're not doing it. I just wanted to say we prefer to play live, so to be a live audition, because that's the point. I think the whole audition. But so we're gonna do this today, and it's gonna be from Astor Piazzolla, also duo Cintura-Gerolin, Astor Piazzolla Michelangelo 70, Adios Nonino, arrangements for the duo Cintura-Gerolin. So good luck. So, bravissimo. So we heard do Cintura-Gerolin as Michelangelo 70 and Adios. Before I forgot, the name was from accordion player Marko Gerolin, and the guitar player was Pietro Maria Cintura. So now we find out why Cintura and Gerolin duo, definitely. Yeah, so let's start now with Maestro Giacomo. Please, what's your thoughts about this?
I really liked the performance, both performances. I don't have anything to say. I mean, usually I performed Piazzolla with my orchestra. The soloist was playing a similar instrument but different. It's called bandoneon.
Ah, the smaller one, yeah.
Yeah, this one is a performance with an accordion.
It's a bayan.
Yeah, obviously it's a similar sound. Personally, I prefer the bandoneon. It's kind of more. Piazzolla was playing a bandoneon.
Yeah, I think the sound is more full. It's also louder. Bandoneon is smaller instrument, but it's louder at the actual accordion. What he was playing, but they don't have registers. This modern accordion, they have a lot of registers, and bandoneon have just one sound, but it's more like full, more. You know?
Yeah. The bandoneon, I think, has a rounder sound, similar to the accordion. I personally prefer the bandoneon, especially for Piazzolla. The performance was great, precise also. I mean, I didn't have the score under my eyes, but you can feel that the music was there. The rhythmical part was there. Recently, I interact with one of the players of my orchestra, and he was telling me that he played under Piazzolla. So I got a better idea of his style of music, because and I, by instinct, when I conducted the piece, it was a bandoneon and orchestra piece, I felt that the written music was not like performing a typical classical music repertoire, and I was right, because I find his style jazzy. So and then this player on my orchestra confirmed that he told the players not to look at the score, but to listen to a recording. And then I went to listen to the recording. The recording was, that's where I discovered that the accents in the music of Piazzolla, they have to be really heavy. It's not like an accent pop like that, but it's really full of fire, full of, it's even two accents in one note instead of one.
Yeah, it can be brutal a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe yes, that's the only nitpicking that I would do to a very, very nice performance. If they would, even in the accent of the note, put more emphasis, even more emphasis, that the music would be even better than, but it was definitely a great performance. Bravo. I'm sorry that they are not in line to talk to them.
Yeah, they're gonna listen what we are saying now, the feedbacks, and maybe they're gonna, how I told you, maybe with email or something they contact us. But now they can't. I think they have something. Maybe they have a concert or yeah,
Sure.
that's why. So, but thank you so much, Giacomo. Ani, what do you think? Did you play a lot of Piazzolla in your life or not that much?
Yes, there was part of my career that I used to play Piazzolla almost every week, and I know all the repertoire. I personally played all the editions for the violin and guitar, violin and the piano, and the trio, or in the trio. In a classical piano trio setting, and obviously I know this music very well. Okay. Actually, I was very impressed with the accordionist. He actually showed a new technical things like clusters. He'd been doing clusters and playing along with the accordion, his instrument. And I feel like he's trying to find the new novelties to bring into the accordion music, because it's like we all know it's very classical instrument. I mean, not in the classical music sense, but like as if like it has its own limitations and not something that, oh, we hear some novelties here and there. No, but this boy, I think, brought in some novelties, which is like very refreshing. And music-wise, I think they are a duo who performs quite often, and they are very well bonded. The ensemble is quite impressive, very nice. They do it very nicely. And I'm very sure this concert was one of their best performances. And I see a lot of work put it in. And I see the fire that they brought in. They love it. And if you see how much the musician loves this music, the listener also loves it, kind of. Yeah. The only my comment would be just a feedback to the guitar player. I think he should a little bit relax and let it go a little bit at some point, because I feel like he's very tensed, and all these strummings and all these technical abilities for the guitar is very hard. It's I'm just afraid that he will not have like some fracture of the thumb or the finger problems, you see. So I would just really look into his technique, into his posture. But of course, the delivery of the music was great. I immensely enjoyed, and the rhythmic things, and the new interpretative moments that they were talking to each other. Like, you know, I really like their performance. The only concern is just to relax, so that he will not have some health issues. He needs to revise his posture a little bit. This is just a wish. But the rest of the music making was nice, very nice. I immensely enjoyed it.
You enjoyed, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's like, if I'm also an accordion player, but I'm not a judge. So before I say something, it doesn't count mine what I'm saying, okay? But I would like to also say something, because so it's what I'm playing also the same accordion what he's playing is the same Bayan. What we say is an Italian accordion. It's a Scandali, what they say. What he was playing. Also what you said that they play very good together. I saw in the video that it was like 2024, so 2 years ago, I think the festival was 2 years ago when they was playing. So I guess I would say if they play together, they even now even more together. Maybe if they played a lot of concerts, so it's for ensemble, I think it's even better. So it's that we are not heard today. That's a little problem, but maybe in the Carnegie Hall we're gonna listen. And also I was like, when Giacomo also said that he's coming from jazz. Of course, when he was improvising, I thought first when he started playing his solo in Michelangelo, I thought maybe it's like, like learned already, but I saw that after he was imitating with his mouth, so it was like, no, it's definitely it's coming from a jazz. He's a young guy, but it's already, I think he have a good technique already. And I was a little bit afraid when they were started to play Adios Nonino. They started to play with a lot of energy, you know, with everything, with the percussion. Just the start, it's an arrangement. It's definitely an arrangement with them, but it's the piece. I don't know if everybody knows, but it was the piece was written for his father when he died. Adios Nonino. So it was like Farewell Nonino, like Nono in Italian. I think is an old man, a grandfather. I don't know, Giacomo, maybe you can correct me. Adios Nonnos. It was Vicente Piazzolla, but it was his nickname, Nonino.
No, I just want to say something. Yeah, I also play in duo with the bandoneon, and you know, by being a conductor, so there was the piano part, and then there was not the bandoneon part. So he just gave me the accompaniment. So we were playing in duo, and I say, look, can you give me the part? They say, I don't have it. I think the piece was called Milonga, if I remember well.
Milonga, could be.
And then we start playing. And I say, oh, that's good. I don't have the part of the bandoneon, because it was more like looking for each other where we were, and there was that kind of uncertainty, but that was adding to the expression, was adding to the so that's why I was talking about jazz in a sense, because there is this improvisatory element that you can do anything. Right? That is not really what's written, but is beyond that.
It's like also these pieces are actually for quintet. That's why also violin is also very important. Bandoneon have always there. Guitar also have, I mean, in this quintet. So these arrangements also, Michelangelo, Adios Nonino, they was not written for this duo, of course. So they have a lot of freedom, I think, do a lot of things with what they like. And also I played also with guitar together, and I remember it was always a little bit with a problem with the balance, because accordion and bandoneon both, I mean, you can play piano, but if you play loud, it's loud. it's fortissimo, you know. And the guitar is to play, you know, above, and to play still in technical freedom, precisely, you have to play. It has to be balanced. So we was always playing. The guitar was always with the microphone a little bit. That we keep in balance. So I think there was also now with the microphone, they had some microphone there. So I just wish that every time when they play, they can play with the microphone, at least the guitar player.
I also want to add something.
Tell you.
I think that the guitar part is actually, look, I don't want to contradict Ani, but I think the guitar part is pretty easy. I mean, I play guitar myself from when I could play that in 1 year. I mean, it's like a few chords, and there is no solo part. The lion part was the accordion. The accordion has, and Krisztian, you can, I hope you agree with me, the accordion part was very difficult to do.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, those buttons that it was going like crazy. But the guitar part, yes, so I don't understand why, yes, I agree, it was kind of tense. But I don't know why, because, you know, it's
maybe that was the idea. Part. That was the idea, like he was supporting, like really like giving everything this, you know, this bass for the accordion player. That's why he was really like giving everything, and it's maybe, you know, like not 50, a little bit more like spotlighting for accordion.
He seemed worried about, I don't know what. I mean, it's a few chords, but anyway, anyway, the togetherness was great. Yeah.
Annie?
What I mentioned is I saw that his hand, his right hand, I think he's wearing some sort of a casque or support, a finger support or something like that. And I felt like he's very tensed when what he does. You know,
no, I agree with that.
As you mentioned, it could be done very easily, but he doesn't. You know,
it is easy. I don't know if you guys play guitar, but you know, it's three, 4 or 5 position, and then you
Yeah.
have to have obviously a very sense of rhythm, but that's not virtuosistic. I mean, it's very
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
That's what I said.
I
But
mean, I don't want. We don't want to accuse him of anything. I
Of course,
just-
no, and we did a small concert,
Yeah.
There was a huge guitar
Yeah.
concert before you.
well, all I said is like if he would relax, he would be having much more fun. But I felt like he's doing a hard job, you know, like he's like really struggling. But as you mentioned, it's like it's easy to do. So what I mean is like just do it easily. Do not like, you know, struggle, because otherwise you will injure your hands. And
No, but-
the that I saw in him, that's what I thought, like maybe he has already injury.
No, what I want to say is that maybe that enhanced the expression, this tense, like like
Yeah.
So.
Still young, they need to learn how to manage their emotions.
Motion, the control, the energy, of course, everything. Yeah. And also, Giacomo, what you said about the accent, I totally agree with that, because I remember I was playing long time always when I was playing quintet with my accordion. I was always sitting, so there was like, you know, the violin player, they can sit, but actually in the ensemble also they are standing and playing, you know, the guitar player, but the contrabass, the double bass also standing, piano, huge piano you have there. And I had felt always like, you know, like Piazzolla is there with the ensemble, you know, one leg on the chair maybe, and they're just playing, you know, like this. And so you can give the whole body this, you know, this accent. The accordion, what is like, it weight like it double, so it's like 12 kilo, you know, the instrument. Sitting, you cannot do the same. You can try something, but not. So after I was starting to play more like standing also, if I mean, but it was not to do. It doesn't look so nice also if you are playing with the
So that
guitar now.
Yeah, that accordion is I don't know if I remember well. It's called chromatic. Like
No,
that
it's-
is
It's chromatic
semitone.
made. The system is chromatic.
Yeah,
But it's,
chromatic. Yeah.
just the difference. The bandone is diatonic, and the accordion is not. It's
The
just normal.
accordion, but yeah, the sound is similar, of course.
Exactly. So we
Yeah,
have this.
no, yeah, I don't remember the, unfortunately, the name of. I would have to go to the message. The name of the recording that Piazzolla was recommending to the players to go to listen to their recording, and he was saying Israel music is like that recording. It's a specific recording where every player was going and they listened to that, and then they understood better what his music is about. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, he's one of his quintet. No, back to the time in Argentina one.
Yeah.
Because there is some videos also in YouTube. Some.
Well, if it's it shouldn't take much. If I go here on the phone, I should be able, because I got this comment very recently.
You can find out. Look, you can find out later, and we can back to the comment.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. Look, it's here. Wait a moment.
Okay.
It's called 0 Hour.
0 hour. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
essential.
0 Hour is the name of the recording. So if you guys go to listen to that, you would you'd listen. The accent were really extreme, really extreme. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a recommendation from Giacomo and from Piazzolla, and from Piazzolla, I'm saying, for those Cintura-Gerolin, and for me also. I have to listen.
Good.
Okay, thank you so much. Then we go with one more video. Pre-recorded video is gonna be Idil Ugur. It's gonna be Chopin 2 Etudes, Opus 25, number 11 and 12. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you so much. The third Idil Ugur Chopin 2 at 25. So, Annie, how do you feel about this performance?
I feel like Idil likes playing very fast. And again, about the youngsters' emotional furiousness, yeah. I feel like she has to slow down a little bit, not the tempo. I mean, she has to understand what she's playing, because not to play all the notes, it's not music yet. Somehow it feels like very automatically she's playing just to hit the correct notes, you know. I feel like I myself feel like she's not enjoying what she's doing, and she's not bringing out the music. She's just hitting the right notes, which I think she should slow down and think a little bit more wisely on how to coordinate her movements with her emotions, because you know, this is very well-known pieces, all the Chopin, three of them that she played just now. Feels like she's technically tackling it, you know, too much work, too busy. Honestly, to be very frank, I didn't enjoy it, because I was just thinking like, okay, you know, yeah, too busy. I think she should take a moment to enjoy the music, and she should find where are these emotional things that she can slow down. She can hear more pianos. She can bring up the bass more rather than always the top. All I hear the upper hand. I heard less bass, but there are lots of lines which she can link up with the right hand. Involves in the second piece, right? I would really wish she should slow down and think a bit dreamy, rather than like tackling this, tackling that, hitting the right notes all the time, like, you know. And currently, I was just in the morning, all my mornings spent listening to, you know, Chopin competition. It goes on right now, yeah. Yes. Today it was the finals, and it's still going on. So everybody were playing the Chopin, you know, all Chopin. And it's very sentimental and emotional. Of course, Fury, I'm not saying that the first piece is like, you know, the ocean and such, is like a lot technique goes on. But then at least in the waltz, she should slow down a little bit and think about dreamy music. And the third one was, I think it's just tackled technicality, you know. She should think of music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit less technique, or technique, yes, but a little bit enjoy more.
You know what? Of course, when we brush new pieces, the first thing is technique, right? And then there is the second layer that comes in already, the music quality. Then the third layer, I would say, like, is the interpretation. So that, like, I want to hear something else, not like the same as everybody in the world plays. Every second pianist in the world plays these pieces. So they should think about the interpretation, not to play like ordinary, like everybody does it, you know. So my feedback is to find her own voice, her own interpretation, and not just like tackle the technicality, but go through more to find her own voice, her own interpretation is more harder. Because that brings you to your level of the more of your intellectual property. You see, otherwise technique everybody can take. Now 6-7 years olds can play this, you know, and it's like very impressive. It sounds really mature, you know,
But like when you're a young adult of like 20+ year old, I guess, I require interpretation because the technique, musicality, and everything is already done.
Exactly.
So I
Reach the
want to
level.
hear interpretation. I don't want to hear the same again.
Okay.
Can you surprise me with something else? This is what I'm looking for. In this case, sorry, I didn't hear it. It was the same.
Yeah. Thank you. So thank you for feedback. Giacomo, in the eyes of the pianist.
Yeah, actually, I'm sorry, I don't agree with with Danny. Okay, so I don't want to start an argument with you. I know every note of what she plays, and sometimes it's a limitation actually. So I think knowing every note is a limitation because it limits you to what you know rationally about the piece, but music is not rational. So yeah, remember the Astor Piazzolla, what we were saying, Astor Piazzolla would say, don't look at the music, don't look at the written music. Now, I would be very surprised if Chopin would say the same. Also because we don't have tapes of Chopin playing, unfortunately. And anyway, let's start with the positive thing. I enjoyed much more the last piece. I think, if I remember, is the Opus 25, number 9. That was clear. So in that case, I agree with Dani. She was technically fine. She played all the notes. If that, but I will put that aside for now. The first two pieces, first of all, they are very difficult. Another thing here in the score, in the program, you wrote Opus 25, number 11, but it's number 1. She played the number 12 and the number 1. Not
Okay, then it's our mistake. So sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just put here. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I know it because I played that in Vienna, the number 1, in September. So okay.
So number 1.
Yeah. So so she has, in those two pieces, she has serious technical problem. Look, I don't want to offend her, but so one is the acoustic of the place is very resonant, and the pedal is down too much, and it can all this blur, and we don't hear the notes well. The number 1, beside lack of clarity and a little slop here and there, I'm talking about the technical part. Now, in the what Annie is saying, yes, the musicality also in the third piece was not there. There was no fire at the point where pam pa 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 pam pa pa pa. So she was like kind of going through the motion, and yes, but yeah. So the problem is that technique for me comes from techne, Greek word, which means the mechanical aspect, let's say that, and the expression aspect are linked together. So if you don't have the first one, you cannot have the second. But you can tell someone that have lack technical problem, but is also musical. So I'm unfortunately I have to say that there was not the second part either. Like, so in partly I agree with Annie. I hope I pronounce well your name. And yeah, but there is a lot of work technically to do also. Yeah. I mean, these pieces are not easy, okay? So when I play these pieces, I usually I come out of the concert, I have back pain, and it's not easy. You go there and you give it all, and then all sometimes is not enough. So, but here in this case, there is work of the pedal, especially. Pedal is one, articulation of the sound, clarity, and so whenever we play in new places, you have to adjust the pedal. You cannot just use the same pedal all the time. But it looked like she was playing in her room. I don't know. Look, I don't want to offend the person. This thing, even approach pieces like this is very admirable. Okay. Yes, everybody plays the piece. Yeah, everybody of a certain level of talent play these pieces. So, yeah, I think that if I would be to play the pieces quarter speed, very, very slow, and feel every sound, and then also play in the dynamic you will do when you play fast. So you have the artistic vision also of what you are doing, and then you are able to deliver. Okay. But she has talent. She's not someone goes there and so the talent is there. You have to refine it, and yeah. And I don't think that someone to play. I mean, in my case, when I didn't play Chopin when I was 11. I started playing Chopin in my 20s. So there is always time to do very, very well, extremely well. So she can do it. It's not a problem.
Okay, thank you, Giacomo. Ani, something to say? Something to add?
Giacomo just filled the rest what I was meant to say or understand it, but couldn't be delivered well. He said it everything, and I think our both opinions eventually got into one.
Exactly.
So yeah. Exactly, Giacomo. I agree with you, and you delivered the same. You said the same, but from pianistic point of view.
Yeah.
And I'm from the violinistic view, I'm a crazy piano lover, and that's why I know your repertoire the same way as I know the violin repertoire. Believe me. Yeah, and obviously I have my closest friends all are crazy pianists, and I'm very lucky always to play with
because pianists are crazy.
And yes. And but I myself, as I said, I'm a piano lover, so I hear totally all the pianists in the world. Whatever comes along, I listen to them. Yeah, and this first piece, if you will just compare Sokolov with some youngster, you will immediately understand what I mean. So what I'm seeking more mature playing, and as you say, there is always time to refine it. So good luck to her to refine her and the technique and the pedal and the music phrases, and she will understand when to take slow time to understand more deeper the music.
Right.
Sometimes mid voices are more important rather than the right hand.
Right. Yeah, now these pieces are played with. Yeah, you talk about Sokolov. If you listen to his playing, it's very scary the way he plays. It's very, very, very calculated. It's like a calculated expression, and I don't even like that. So, but anyway, let's not get started there. So, I don't want to do that.
No, it's already okay.
But I think, I don't want to do that. But of course, we are talking about an incredible level of piano playing. But the thing is, it has to have because for example, my way of playing is also spontaneous. I don't believe too much into the calculation, like weighting every sound, which is it takes a lot of hours. I don't have all those hours in the day, by the way. So and beside that, I like the spontaneity of that. But that's why there are many pianists, right? Everyone, and the same music can have different aspects. And then I think on we need new repertoire, because the same studio number one and studio, that's enough. I mean, now this Chopin competition, okay, and they play very well, but how many times I had to listen to the Chopin Sonata number one? How many times? And we need new music, and anyway, yeah. All right, okay.
Thank you. Yeah. So that was then our last performer for this session. I want to thank you so much, Giacomo and Ani, for your little master classes sometimes, or just the feedbacks. And how do you feel, Ani, about this situation? Maybe is it your first time something like virtual judging, or you did already something like that?
Okay, virtual online streaming judging is the first time, but of course I did before, but just by listening to the recordings. Yeah. I somehow because we're having some internet issues, like sometimes the sound will just twingle, but I guess this is doable thing nowadays, so no need to fly miles to deliver a live performance nowadays. You can just do it out of your comfort zone, from your playroom, your studio, or like wherever else. And
Exactly.
you can, the judges are selected as a high class caliber professionals, so we can hear the what kind of talent you are, what kind of material you are, and even this internet connection sometimes, like where the sound voicing goes wrong, you can still understand, you can see the face, you can see, and you can still hear the whole thing, you see. So it's like I'm quite impressed with what's happening. So I was a bit of skeptical on this kind of online things before, but I think it's working.
I think it's really the only thing what can happen always is, of course, is the internet connection, or maybe the microphone is not working, something is not maybe the high quality there, high quality end up. But I remember since I was like, how you just told, like you play from your comfort zone, you from your living room, from your practice room where you're practicing. So it's already a big help. I think it's a big something that you are like, okay, you think that is, you just put your phone there, you just put online and just like recording, but it's still not the same. It's completely. I remember when I played in Corona time, first time, like, okay, I just gonna not record myself. I'm gonna play live in YouTube for somebody. I don't know who is watching, but maybe when it's just one person there who is, doesn't matter if your friend or your teacher or what, it's the same situation. Like if you would really play live from somewhere else, you just don't have to take the plane now, the train, whatever, to go there, and it's like much easier to do it. But I think it's them. That's why our performer, you can also a lot of time you can feel they are a little bit nervous. They are the same situation, definitely, just a little bit easier, I think. But and also have feedback, I think is a big thing, because sometimes you go home, you get the email with yes or no. You don't know what was wrong, how it went. So I appreciate a lot that we can give a live feedback.
Yeah, that's very important. That that at the end of each one playing, there is this live feedback. I remember when I was doing auditions or competitions when I was younger, it was like this silence.
Exactly.
There was. Instead, in this case, it's a great formula. I think that. It's like like a free masterclass or something like that.
Exactly. Even if you don't made it maybe to Carnegie Hall or orchestra or whatever, you have something, you presented yourself, and it's like, I think yesterday also said Raffaele Ponti that you have to play every time, just for any opportunity what you can get. you should do it, because with that you're gonna grow. With that you're gonna be every time better, And I think this is different.
He's completely right, because I've been always since I'm young. So there was to sign a recording, to do a concert, to do you in music. You cannot think you get paid, you don't get paid. You have to do stuff. You have to do things. One thing lead to another, and do it, and keep on doing it until something happens. If you just sit there, why they don't invite me to solo with the New York Philharmonic? Why? Well, you didn't do anything. Why they should invite you?
You are not out there. You're not out there. You have to present yourself. You have to be there.
You have to do it.
After once you get your level, and okay, I have this level, then you can say, okay, I just don't play for anybody. I just don't, because I have my life. And you say, there is not all the 24 hours just for practicing and doing anything your life. You know
many times. Sorry, I hope I'm not cutting you off. How many times I found pianists that they won a major competition, they won and then they try other competition and nothing happened, and then they close the piano. I mean, many of those. They close the piano. They're not musicians anymore.
Yeah, they just
people
give up.
Extremely talented. You had to do stuff.
You have to present. Yeah, completely right. Annie, what do you think?
Yeah, I just out of record. Yeah, I wouldn't like this to be delivered to the Allison, the first girl. I think when they present, I mean, this is very traditional thing, right? You have to play the cadenza when you are playing the first movement of any concerto. In this case, she didn't deliver the cadenza. This was like I would consider as a incomplete performance. Yeah. So I would just like to ask you guys, like, whenever you are getting the audition applications, please mention that if it's the first movement, it should be with cadenza. You can't cut off the cadenza. We still go with traditional regulations, right? And especially if it's talking about still, traditional concertos. It's not some new concerto that is written yesterday without cadenza.
Annie, what happened is we already featured prodigies like her, and some of them play, for example, part of the first movement of Mendelssohn, and we stop at a proper point where it makes sense at the end of a period, is because they are so young that they didn't have time to prepare the whole movement, like in this case the cadenza of the Bruch violin, but it's still giving them a chance, to encourage them and to continue, and then to prepare, like you were saying, the three movements of Bruch one day, maybe not next year. She's 14. She's probably need a couple of years or something like that, or 3 years, I don't know. But that's why. Yeah,
I just want to mention that it's like for our audition, it's a little bit more free from. We are also giving to people. They don't even have to sometimes maybe like today they don't have accompanist. This is not a problem, So like they can present themselves how they feel in the moment, what their level and what is prepared. But because maybe if they get a place to play a Carnegie Hall, it's going to happen maybe next year. So we can see the niveau now, and it's going to be maybe the concert next year in April, where they can really prepare the cadence also, and they have this motivation, they have this target for the next year, let's say April to this date that they can. So, but this is not in the rules that they have to have this. So we could also try. We can search do a little bit something about that, but we are a little bit easier format. I just wanted to mention. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So do you mean that to deliver like 2 pages of concerto is enough?
No, it's not. Not that. It's maybe 95%. Okay, 99%.
most of the times it's not like that. In the case of
No, exactly.
8 years old violinist, 9, and you barely can see the guy coming out of very short person there, and you can know that is a talented prodigy, and still didn't have 8 years old, didn't have enough time yet.
Please, let's not to argue about this, but if they are talented enough, then that means they can tackle the cadenza as well. She's 14 years old, and this is not the most hardest concerto ever. She should be prepared for the cadenza as well. But of course, regulations, whatever, it's your call, guys.
Yeah. So definitely. Okay, so thank you so much. We have one more session for later. We will see who's there also from you guys, and also we're gonna have new people also in the judging panel. We are gonna start at 2 p.m. and I want to thank you again now for all organizers or supporters who are helping us to have this format, to do it well with everything, with supporting the team and our work. And of course, the auditions, the young talents. You can see many studios. You can see many orchestras, foundations, organizations, and of course, orchestras. They are working us together for call orchestra, and you can see in the display. And also, we are live in all the major platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We have a huge community in LinkedIn, and also in YouTube. You can check us there. Even if you missed one of our live audition or live concert, you can always check in the live folder from the last past weeks. So, and thank you for the team. Today's tech director was Ante Božić-Kudrić and Jennifer Savage, and Frane Rušinović. My name was Krisztian Palagyi. Thank you for everybody. See you soon. Ciao.